Hey everyone, welcome back to ASK Beauty and More. Today I'm going to be filming my everyday work appropriate makeup look for you guys, so I hope you enjoy. If you do, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up and click subscribe down below. Without any further ado, let's jump right on into the tutorial. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is get my hair out of my face. Wow, rocking this hairstyle. Okay, so the first thing that I always do is prime. I've already washed, moisturized, and now I'm going to prime. I'm going to use my Benefit Professional. I love how this primer just smooths my skin out so much. It doesn't make my pores disappear, but I haven't found anything yet that makes my pores disappear. So if you know of something that will make your pores vanish, please let me know in the comments down below. I would really appreciate that. So I'm going to start with a small amount, massage it between my fingers a little, and then press it into my skin, starting in the center of my face where I have the largest pores and the most texture on my skin. Okay, now that that is done, I'm going to go in with my favorite everyday foundation, and that is the It Cosmetics CC Plus Cream. I really love this foundation for every day. It's quick and easy to blend out. It has good coverage, but it's not full coverage, so I'm not going to look like I'm wearing a mask. So I'm just going to start with one pump, and I'm just going to dot that around my face. I'm going to go in with my Morphe E6. It's just a flat buffing brush, and I'm going to buff that out. Instead of using the viewfinder for a mirror, I'm going to grab a mirror. I'm going to go in with about another half a pump to get the other side of my face. Okay, now that that's all blended out, I'm going to go in with just a little bit of concealer. Oh, my nose is itching. I'm going to use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I really like this concealer because it doesn't dry out my under eyes. A lot of concealers make my under eyes look terribly dry, and this one is more moisturizing like, nourishing, so it doesn't dry and make my under eyes look cakey. So I really like this one. So I'm just going to put a few dots under my eye. And then I'm just going to blend that out with my finger because that's just how I prefer to blend in my concealer. You can use a brush or a sponge, whatever you prefer. Now that's just concealed some of the blueness and darkness I have in the inner corner of my eyes and a little under my eyes. Now I'm going to put just a little on my nose and chin and between my eyebrows because I tend to get a lot of redness there. So I'm just going to put a couple of dots in the center, a couple of dots on my nose, and a couple of dots on my chin. And then again, I'm just going to blend that out with my finger. Okay, now that I have the concealer all blended out, I'm going to take some setting powder. I'm taking the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder, and I'm just going to set that down to keep it from creasing. And now that I have all that concealer set down with some powder, and I also lightly dusted some powder where I'm going to be bronzing and putting blush and stuff, because the CC cream is more moisturizing and dewy, so it stays a little tacky if you don't set it down, and makes the product harder to blend out on your face. Now I'm going to go in with a little bronzer. I'm going to use the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I'm also going to add a little to my temples. Okay, now that we're bronzed up a little, I'm going to go in with a little blush, and I love this one. This is Milani's Luminoso. I love this one. I love that it has a little shimmer, a little sheen. It doesn't look so much shimmery on your cheeks, but it does have a sheen to it, so I love it for my everyday look. You see how that blush just adds a nice sheen to your cheeks? Now I don't even need highlighter, and on the daily I don't even wear highlighter because I wear this blush most days. I love it. It's one of my faves. Now on the daily, all I use for my eyebrows is this spoolie by e.l.f. and this MAC brow pencil, and I just comb my brows up and then lightly fill them in with the pencil, and that's it. Quick and easy. Next, I'm going to go in with a little eyeshadow. And my two go-to palettes right now are the Smashbox Mattes palette. Looks like this. And then the Wet n Wild Not Your Basic Peach palette. I love this. New addition to Wet n Wild. So these are small, and I can keep them in my everyday makeup bag, and they're just the ones I've been reaching for recently. I'm going to go in with the Smashbox palette, and I'm going to start with this shade here, and I'm going to pick that up on this Morphe blending brush. Always be sure to tap off that excess. And then I'm just going to put that in the crease, and a little above the crease I have slightly hooded eyes. So if I put it directly into the crease, when my eyes are open, you won't be able to see it. So I just put it in the crease and then blend it a little upwards so that when my eyes are open, you can see this color. Next, I'm going to go in with this shade, also in the Smashbox palette. I'm going to pick that up on a slightly smaller blending brush by Morphe, a little smaller crease brush. I'm going to add this to the outer corner of my eye just for a little definition. Now I'm going to pick up that same brown color on this pencil brush by Morphe. And again, I'm just going to place it right there in the outer corner. Now I'm going to go back in with this smaller crease brush from Morphe that I picked the brown color up on first, and I'm going to blend that into the crease so there's no harsh lines. Now that that's all blended out, the next thing I'm going to do is pick up a shimmer shade for the lid. And I'm going to jump into the Wet n Wild palette for that because the Smashbox palette is all mattes. And I'm just going to pick up this light shimmer shade right here, and I'm going to pop that on the inner half of my lid, the inner 2/3, and I'm also going to put that in the inner corner for a little inner corner highlight. I'm just going to use my little finger for this because it's just quick and easy. And the last thing I'm going to do for my eyeshadow is take this blending brush, the small one that I used for the brown shade, to blend the brown shade into the crease. And I'm just going to make sure it's blended nicely with that shimmer shade I just put on my inner lid. And that's it for eyeshadow. And on the daily, I just skip eyeliner. I don't even bother with it. I don't take the time for eyeliner, but I do always add mascara. One of my favorites is the Telescopic by L'Oreal. I like how small the wand is on this one, so I can get close to the base of my lashes. Eyes are officially done now, and that only leaves lips. So one of my favorite lip combos, this Revlon Color Stay lip liner in the shade Nude, and this Revlon lipstick in the shade 205 Champagne on Ice. Pretty nude color. So I'm first going to line my lips. Okay, so I filled them in just a little and left the center bare. Now I'm going to go in with the lipstick. And we're finished. This is the finished look. When I'm doing this look on the daily and I'm not filming and talking, it takes me maybe 15 minutes and that's it. Quick, simple, you still look put together for whatever errands you're running or whatever job you're going to. So this is my go-to look. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Click subscribe down below and hit the notification bell beside of the subscribe button so you get notified when we upload more videos in the future. That's it for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.